Hi you guys, it's Yodam and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a book review, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already so you can see more videos just like this. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. So I'm kind of taking it back to last year because I didn't do any book reviews and I actually finished a book last year. That's a little awkward. The book I read and finished last year was this here. So this is Women That Are Loosed by T.D. Jakes, Healing the Wounds of the Past. So I would say I read this very early last year and finished it maybe March or April. So I don't know why I didn't do another book review. Usually I do a book review when I'm starting another book, so I have like something else to talk about, but I didn't pick up another book. I actually did read another book, but I just didn't finish it. I abandoned it, which is not very me. Like, usually when I start something, I absolutely finish it because I just have to. Like, I hate starting things without finishing them, but I had to abandon them. I made a couple notes, so if you guys constantly see me looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. There are a couple sections or pages from this book that I really want to read to you guys because it really just spoke to me and I feel like it would speak to a lot of other people. Now this book is for women, but honestly, men, anyone can read this book. Even though it's mostly for women and catered to women, I would recommend it to anyone. And I would describe it as 180 pages of reflection. He talks about a lot of different topics in this book, so it's not just based around one specific topic. It talks about many different things like being sexually abused and things like that. I feel like any woman would just relate, and talks about a lot of different topics that women mainly go through. So one of the topics or things that just really spoke to me, he just basically says women don't have to look like a TV commercial to be beautiful. No one stays 21 forever. We must learn to thank God for who we are. Don't be a silly woman watching television and crying because she doesn't look like the girl who opened up the window in the game show. You're not supposed to look like that. If God had wanted you to look like that, He would have made you like that. God will send somebody along who will appreciate you the way you are. While waiting on that person, start appreciating yourself. Remind yourself, I am valuable to God. I am somebody, and I won't let another use and abuse me and treat me like I'm nothing. Yes, I've been through some bad times. I've been hurt and I've been bent out of shape, but the Lord touched me and loosed me. And now I'm glorifying God, not going back to where I came from. One verse or chapter from the Bible that he used to just relate this to Samson and Delilah. Another page that just really stood out to me is he talked about this. He said, open your mouth and speak something good about yourself so you can stand up on your feet. You used your mouth against yourself, then you spoke against all the other women around you because you treated them like you treated yourself. Open your mouth now and begin to speak deliverance and power. You're not defeated. You are Abraham's daughter. When you start speaking correctly, God will give you what to say. You say you want it. Jesus said, in all things whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive. God will do something. Your father left you an inheritance. If God would bless the sons of Abraham, he would bless the daughters of Abraham. My faith isn't there when I ask God for things, and I feel like I ask him for things but don't truly believe that he will do them, and so sometimes they don't get done because I don't have the overwhelming faith that he will do it sometimes. So sometimes I don't even ask things. My faith isn't just where it should be, but it's definitely growing. But this gave me more confidence to outrightly ask God for things. I do ask God for things, but know in my mind, in my heart, that he will do them for me. He would do it for me. Another page that really spoke to me, I'm giving you guys a lot of pages, but another page that really spoke to me, I feel like really stood out, is this page here. He said, like the infirm woman, You are the daughter of Abraham if you have faith. You want the inheritance of your father to pass on to you. Why should you sit there and be in need when your father is rich and he left everything to you? However, you will not get your inheritance until you ask. Moses didn't know what to do, so he asked God. The women were vindicated. If they had failed, surely they would have been scorned by all the good people of Israel who challenged Moses in such a way. Instead, they received the wealth of their father. God is no respecter of persons. Faith is based on equal opportunity. So what that verse was really talking about was usually the inheritance was passed down to the sons, but the women asked God, they were like, our fathers died. They didn't have any sons. They only had us daughters. And I don't feel like it's right we should get the inheritance because we're the only living kin of his. And so God gave it to him. God was like, you make a good point. He's just basically saying that if you don't ask, you're not going to get it. Like, the faith has to be there. The faith that he will do it. Your faith in believing in him and believing that he will do whatever you ask, that he will pursue such things. So another part in the book where he was basically saying that you have to push through what you're going through. Like you might have to cry, you might have to pout and groan, etc. But you absolutely have to push through it no matter what, because if you don't push through it, you will not see what's on the other side. And that also really spoke to me because when I'm going through difficult times, it's so hard to push. But I always know, like I always say this one thing, when I'm going through really tough times or I'm feeling just like I'm in a slump forever, it will not last forever. I always say to myself, it will not last forever. And I haven't been wrong about that once. I haven't been wrong about it. It never lasts forever. So if you guys need something when you're going through a hard time, you need something to just help get you through, just use that phrase. Just think of that phrase. It will not last forever. There was this verse that also was very interesting to me, and so I took a screenshot of it as I was reading. It's Job verse 11. It's chapter 11 verse 16 through 19, and it says, let me see. It says, because thou shalt forget thy misery and remember it as waters that pass away, and thine age shall be clearer than the noonday. Thou shalt shine forth, thou shalt be as the morning, and thou shalt be secure, because there is hope. Thou shalt dig about thee, and thou shalt take thy rest in safety. Also thou shalt lie down, and none shall make thee afraid. Ye many shall make suit unto thee. On to my first book of 2026. It's this here. So this is Lockhart, We Were Liars. The craziest thing ever is that I actually finished it today, and I cried. This book actually it's a set of 3, so there's actually 2 other books, but I don't know if I want to read the other ones. I'm gonna look at reviews on them and see if I want to read the other ones, because I feel like there's nothing more for her to write about. I feel like it was a good one and done. I'm gonna dedicate this book to a different video. I just wanted to tell you guys that I was reading it. It's my first book of the year, and I just happened to get done with it today. I'm not gonna say too much, but my thoughts when I first started reading this book was like, it was okay, and also that I love the way that this is written. I was like, oh my gosh, she might be my new favorite author, because I'm gonna read like another book of hers, whether it be like one of the sequel. I love the way that she writes. I love the way that she wrote this, like the words she used. If she writes her other books like this, I would definitely read it. It was a breath of fresh air. I was giving live updates on my Instagram and Snap. You guys should go follow me on either of those or both, because I post like live updates while I'm reading. I'm like, of what I'm thinking, what's the vibes, things like that. Second book that I want to read for the year is definitely this. It's Unwinding Anxiety, Judson Brewer. So this is gonna be like my second book of the year. I might read 2 books at a time because this is like more, it's psychological, the word psychological, mental health type book, and I might get a little and want a little break, so I might start reading another book. But I usually don't like starting 2 books at a time, so I might wait until I'm 100% done with this, because I don't like starting 2 books at a time. Like I get off when I start mixing. Basically, it's hard for me to multitask. Like I start forgetting things that happened in one book and thinking that what happened in this book happened in that book, and it's just like, no. So I'm gonna save myself. So that's all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this book review. I'll see you guys in my next video. Are you guys enjoying the February special? Comment down below, yes or no. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and also turn on the post notification bell, because that lets you guys know when I post any new content. I also post YouTube shorts, so you guys should go check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. 안녕, I love you and God loves you.